Miss Jan. Save a horse, ride a DJ, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Indeed. You didn't look too excited about that option.
Yeah, well.
All right, press option 2 to delete. All right, just past 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night, Uncle Rich, Jan. Brad Myers is somewhere between here and Lowe's. We're not quite sure, but at some point he will arrive. It may be another hour, but he will be here with us. All right, we are glad now to have in the Starz Pageant folks. Jan, why don't you introduce them?
Oh, my gosh. You know, we have a room full of pretty ladies.
Indeed, we do.
We do. I'm going to actually let them introduce themselves.
Okay.
Who do I have sitting beside me here?
Hey, I'm Michele Doolittle, Starz Pageants Director.
And then we have one crowned lady here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm Cymbre, and I am Starz Miss Vintage Dolls Grand Supreme.
Let's see that one more time. Cymbre is your name, and you are what?
Starz Miss Vintage Dolls Grand Supreme.
Oh, cool.
Vintage Dolls.
Vintage Dolls. That's a great title.
I actually looked at that on I guess it was on Facebook that I saw it, or maybe I was on your website too, and I saw all the different girls that were there in the Vintage Doll, and there was a lot of pretty girls there.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
And you won.
Yes.
Okay, and who do we have here?
Hey, I'm Alyson, and I'm the Starz Miss Firecracker Grand Supreme.
Miss Firecracker.
Firecracker.
That sounds like you could make a country song out of that, doesn't it?
There is a song already.
I know.
Josh Turner.
There sure is.
You make that your theme song. How about that?
There sure is. Well, tell us a little bit about how the pageant got started. I mean, how you got started in the pageant world. Let's go there.
Well, I got started myself, Jan, about, let's see, I don't really want to give my age away, but...
Just a few years ago.
Yeah, probably, when I was little myself. My mother got me involved in pageants, and so did pageants growing up. And
now, did your mother do pageants as well?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She had me and my little sister in pageants, and so did that growing up, and then was out of it for a little bit of while, and had a daughter of my own, and got sort of back into the swing of things, and started judging some pageants. And then my best friend Tiffany, who is also the other director for our Starz Pageants, she said, we can throw our own pageant. And I'm like, what? You're talking about? We can't throw our own pageant. She said, sure we can. So we became pageant directors about 7 years ago. We hosted our very first pageant, and it has been a roller coaster ride, but we've been having a great time doing it.
That is awesome.
But, a lot of people think it's just that you're going to get out there and compete, like some of the things you see on TV, and it's all backbiting and, backstabbing and fighting with everybody. But you really do this to help build confidence in the girls.
Absolutely, we do. Tiffany and I really, each and every one of our girls are like our own children. When you compete in the Starz Pageant, you become part of the Starz Pageant family. And we don't allow backstabbing, talking about each other. We will eject you from a pageant so fast.
Good.
We're a natural pageant system. We are not toddlers and tiaras. We don't want kids
That's
out.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
You don't want all the drama.
Yeah. We don't want kids with fake makeup and fake hair and fake teeth. We want kids to be who they are. And it's about
kids.
We want them to be kids, and it's about teaching them to be comfortable on a stage and in front of people.
Oh, and that is so hard.
It is. It is a hard thing.
I can sit here in a room with a microphone all day and night, but when I get out in front of a crowd, it still makes my stomach hurt.
I can't imagine that, Rich.
And the hundreds of, probably 1,000 times that I've been on stage in front of huge crowds, I still get nervous. So this thing does, for these young ladies to be able to get that confidence and that level of comfort early on in life is a great thing. It's a wonderful opportunity for them.
And the experiences that they have, I mean, I can't imagine some of the things y'all have done. I'm sure it's just so interesting.
We have 2 or 3 girls who are now starting in the middle school, now started middle school this year, and when they started doing pageants with us 3 years ago, they wouldn't even look at you or talk to you or anything else. And this has really brought them out of their shell, has made them more confident at school, with their teachers and with their peers. I mean, I just feel like it's about building friendships and building lifelong skills.
Now, Cymbre, how old were you when you started in pageants?
I started pageants when I was 3 because my older sister did them, and my mom was like, oh, I can dress Cymbre up, and she'll be so cute all the time. So I've been addicted ever since. And
well, that's all it takes sometimes, just a little push. And how about you?
I started pageants when I was 13, and I'm 14 now, almost 15. So I've only been doing them for a year and a half. And
are you as addicted as she is now?
I am. I'm doing 2 weekends in a row.
Wow.
Wow. So like every other weekend?
No, I do at least one a month.
One a month, okay. And Cymbre, how old did you say you were? I was
3.
when you started. And how old are you now?
I'm 16.
16. Wow. So for 13 years you've been doing this.
Yes, a long time.
She's been doing it a while. But
Did it ever get old at any point, or did you want to maybe do something else and then decide to stick with it, or have you just been wide open with this thing the entire time?
The thing about pageants is they're never the same. You know,
Right.
you meet different people every time, and you get to learn about yourself and about everybody else. So pageants are one of those things that you don't get old. You
Gotcha.
just grow up with them.
How far do you ladies travel for different pageants? I mean, are there huge road trips sometimes, or are they all kind of localized?
I've never done one that's like out of state.
Mhm.
I've always been within a 2-hour
Window.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
because there's a lot of stuff to have to pack up and carry. I mean, I'm thinking makeup and your clothes,
All
the
the
different
dresses
outfits
and
you've got to have.
I would think that would be a huge wardrobe.
That would be a lot to.
You got to have a pageant tackle box. All girls have pageant.
Ah,
all
nice.
pageant girls have a
Tackle box.
pageant tackle
Pageant
box.
tackle box.
Or a
Sometimes
pageant
multiple
bag.
tackle boxes, but you know they got to have a tackle box.
Right.
So men have their tools and their screwdrivers and their drills, but pageant girls have their eyelashes and their mascara and their lipstick and their brushes and curling irons.
And do you ladies get to wear your queen crowns like in other pageants, or do they not allow that? Because it might kind of give you an advantage over the other contestants.
Why would you want to wear it in another pageant though? Because
Well,
you're
because you can
trying
say,
to
look,
get
I'm
another
already
one.
I'm already a queen once. You need to double it up, triple it up. No, that don't count.
No, that don't count.
So when you do another pageant, you start fresh.
Yes.
It's brand new.
You're looking for a new
have
title.
They have all these crowns at their home that they just keep.
Well, how many crowns do you have?
More than I know.
Cymbre has more crowns than she can count. And Alyson, how about you? Because you've only been doing it a year and a half or so. So
like 6 or 7.
well, that's pretty
in
awesome.
a year.
Yeah.
And I just started going to a coach. So
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's really good. Really good.
And-
So you ladies are at two different age divisions, right?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all never compete against one another.
No.
Okay.
We will once
They-
I turn 16.
But they actually do compete against each other for a Grand Supreme title.
Oh, okay.
What a Grand Supreme title is basically we break it down into age groups, and girls 13 and up compete against each other for a Grand Supreme title. And
And
so
Alyson is the Grand Supreme,
she
right?
was the Grand Supreme winner at the Miss Firecracker pageant. Absolutely, she
Okay.
was. Yes.
When and where was Miss Firecracker?
The Miss Firecracker pageant was back in June, and it was held at the Dulce Hotel in Peachtree City. It
Oh,
was
that's a
the
beautiful
sixth annual Miss Firecracker pageant. So she is the sixth person to have that title.
What about sponsors? Do you guys have a lot of sponsors? A few sponsors? No sponsors? How does this work?
As Tiffany and I, we're in business, and so we don't necessarily have sponsors. We have people who donate stuff for the pageants and
Right.
things like that. But the girls are encouraged to go out and get sponsorships and things like that. We recently did, back in February for the American Cancer Society, we did a Relay for Life pageant. And the girls went out and got people to donate for the Cancer Society, and we gave a crown to the girl who raised the most money.
Awesome.
because y'all raised a lot of money.
We did. We were 10th for the Fayette County. We did the Fayette County Relay for Life. Our team did, and we were 10th. They were the 10th highest group to raise.
Wow.
We raised almost $3,000,
That's a lot for a
And-
group of girls to go out and
and
do.
that was girls from again baby straight up to 18, 19.
And that brings us to our next question. You start them, I mean, like at a month.
Absolutely, absolutely. We do. We start them as soon as Mama is ready to. You got some mamas that have them out there at 1 month old, and you got some who wait till they're 6 or 7 months old. But we do. We start them at 0. You know, when you're born, you can hit the pageant stage.
Do you find that that's harder? I mean, I know they're babies. Probably not even at that little, but a 3-year-old. That's got to be such harder than the girls this age.
It's not on the child. I think maybe on the moms.
I'm thinking on y'all.
On the directors, absolutely
Yeah.
it is. And we try to do them first thing in the morning.
Right.
We try to get the babies 0 to 5. We try to get them in, get their little part of the pageant over with, and get their crowns. And we give them all kind of cool prizes, you know, teddy bears and stuffed animals. They get trophies and crowns, and they get to ride in the parades and all that other things the big
Right.
girls get to do. But we do. We try to get them in there early
Before their
because-
energy's gone.
Well, and before it's their nap time and
Right.
their lunch time, so we try to get them in there and out of there, you know, in an hour, hour and a half, and they love it. You would be surprised at the talent and the personality in a little 3-year-old,
Oh yeah.
or in just a little baby, you know, their smiles and their giggles, and it's
And I
just,
love to watch it when it's the sweet personality, but when it's like you were saying a while ago on Toddlers and Tiaras, some of those, I'm thinking if I could just spend 2 weeks with me, I could change that.
Oh, absolutely, because those mamas don't know, do they?
No, they don't. They don't.
Absolutely
oh,
don't.
My goodness. And, there's a lot of expense going into this. I mean, I've seen what some of the dresses cost and things, so I can totally understand why these girls would need sponsors to help with that.
They absolutely, all of these girls need sponsors, and they all each have their own charity that we really push the girls to be involved with the community and to pick a charity and support it. Some of the girls choose the ASPCA, some of the girls choose anti-bullying, some of them choose anorexia, the battle against anorexia, because in these girls, in modeling and all these things in today's world, there's such a push to be thin, to be tall, to be beautiful. And so we have girls that pick everything from cancer to childhood childhood disabilities.
Right.
And so we really push them to be involved in the community and get out and to help and do what they can and, support others.
Now, you've got a competition coming up soon at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
The pageant is actually going to be this Saturday, August the 16th. Jan, it's going to be in Noonan, Georgia at the Wadsworth Auditorium. And it's Starz Miss Motor Speedway. And we are so excited. The girls will get to compete in beauty wear and formal beauty wear. And they'll also get to compete in outfit of choice. And what that is they get to choose based on the theme of the pageant, something that they think is Speedway.
And this theme is what?
Speedway.
Speedway theme.
Right. So are they going to wear a Danica Patrick jumpsuit? Or are they going to wear a black and white checkered mini dress?
Oh, wow, that is cool.
Look,
you kind of change things up a little bit.
Did you hear how he came to life when you said something about a mini skirt or something?
Or a Danica Patrick jumpsuit. I think that's what rose Uncle Rich
up. As soon as you said Danica Patrick jumpsuit, that my ears kind of clicked back into overdrive, I suppose.
And so this is where the outfit of choice is where we really push the girls to be creative and to think outside the box, and that's what makes it fun. They get to dress up and be somebody, different and, model. And then that outfit of choice is also about their modeling skills. They're judged on their modeling skills and their stage performance, which really helps them along the way. Some of our girls just recently were able to go to the Atlanta Apparel Mart, and because of their pageant experience, we were able to get them in at the Apparel Mart for the prom fashion week.
Oh, wow.
So they got to model, and Cymbre was one of those girls.
Yes.
Was that a lot of fun?
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, and I learned a lot. Oh, I would not trade it for anything, though.
Now, are y'all also required for each girl to have a talent?
We don't do talent at every pageant. We do different things at different pageants. Miss Speedway pageant, we are doing talent, and we're doing, help me out, girls. What are we doing? Swimsuit. So they'll model a swimsuit, and, talk about a hard thing. Put on a swimsuit at 16 and walk in front of a bunch of people.
And do you have to wear the high heels with the swimsuit? Or?
They don't have to. It's not a requirement. We don't require our girls to do anything.
Because that would be really uncomfortable, I would think. They have to
sure
wear a swimsuit and heels.
I wear the heels.
Yeah. Yes, better.
You do?
Yeah, two are going to put the heels on.
Gotcha.
They love the heels, but we don't require it. It's what we want them to be comfortable and to be themselves.
Right.
And, and whatever that is, however that is. And you're not going to get judged for not wearing heels.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
It's not going to count against you.
Right. We need to take a quick break. Have you guys got time to stick around and do another segment with us?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. We're talking with the folks from Starz Pageants. Is it just simply Starz Pageants?
Starz with a Z.
All right. And what's the website again, or Facebook?
It's StarzPageants.com. Starz with a Z. STARZ.
And you can give them a call at 770-676-1703.
All right. Uncle Rich and Jan back with you after this on 92.5 The Bear. There you go. There's Tracy Bird, and Cymbre and I are going to do a duet now. I'm from the country, Anna.
I like it that way.
Hey, now. There you go.
Got it.
How about that?
Girl. And you didn't even prepare her for
nope.
that.
We were right. Timing was impeccable. That was perfect. So you tell she's very experienced with, I guess you prepare. These ladies prepare as much as they can, but she's
still improv.
Yeah, there's stuff that they have to come up with right off the cuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things that Cymbre's probably learned through her pageant experience. You never know what we're going to throw at them. Sometimes they get really mad at me, but I'm like, hey, you know what? I think we're going to answer a question on stage today. And they're like, you didn't tell me backstage. You didn't tell us we were going to do that. I don't have to tell you everything. You never know what I'm going to throw at you. But I feel like I'm preparing them for life. You know, you never know what's going to hit you or what's coming at you.
That's a fact, for sure.
And I love what you say right here as I was reading this. I mean, yes, we look and we see beautiful girls up on stage, but you're pulling the beauty from within them as well.
Absolutely. We really want them to know, regardless of your height, your stature, your disabilities, your, you know, whatever you think the world is throwing at you, we want them to know that they are beautiful inside, and that's the most important thing.
That's right.
And we try to really get them to do that, to bring that out in their competition. You know, it's one of the things we have the judges look at. You know, and we give a director's award at every pageant. And what Tiffany and I are looking at when we walk around at pageants is we're looking at the girls who are friendly and are, you know, really developing a sisterhood, and who want to be there and excited and, you know, love what they're doing, you know. And it doesn't matter if you're, you know, 6 foot and you're 120 pounds, or if you're 5'3" and you're 200 pounds. Everybody is beautiful, and that's what we want them to understand.
Yes.
You know, and we encourage all girls, all sizes, all age, color, ethnicity, you know, come do a pageant, because it's about building a sisterhood, and it's about building confidence, and it's about learning life skills.
Now, Cymbre, since you've been doing it the longest, what is the most? I know you said that you sang and you played a guitar, but out of all of the pageants that you've done, is there one that sticks out more than another one as far as being gosh, I had so much fun at that one?
When it comes to pageants, it really depends on the system. Starz Pageants has always been a lot of fun for me, and I've always enjoyed what we did. Whether we're backstage or we're getting ready, it doesn't matter. We always have a good time. The last pageant that we did, the Vintage Dolls pageant, was probably the most fun because there were so many different categories, and we got to do outfit of choice as vintage, and I dressed up as Marilyn Monroe. So that was a lot of fun. And then swimsuit, we got to wear vintage swimsuits, and those aren't around very much anymore.
No, they're not.
So that was a lot of fun, too.
Did you wear bloomers, or did you?
Now, that would have been
That would have
funny.
been really vintage.
And they're like the cutest swimsuits too.
Oh, I'm
Really?
sure that would be really cool seeing people this young, you know, in
bloomers.
Bloomers, yeah, that would just be too funny.
You know, it's so funny because my grandmother showed me her bathing suit, and it was bloomers.
No kidding.
Yeah, when I was a little girl.
It was a lot of fun for Tiffany and I, because we got to really, as far as one of our favorite pageants, because we got to go to antique stores and look at vintage stuff. We got to teach the girls about the history. They were like, vintage, what do you mean? You know, and
vintage to them is probably 1990.
So we're sending them.
Oh no, probably 2000.
We're sending them pictures of Miss America from 1940.
Wow.
And, you know, saying, look, girls, you know, Miss America 1940, this is what they wore.
This
you know?
is back in the day.
Right.
That's what this
and,
vintage
you know,
is.
teach them about the history, what was going on in our world, Rosie the Riveter. You know, so not only did they get to do a pageant, but they got to learn a little history, too.
What is the game show host for Match Game? What was his name? Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn,
His daughter was, maybe she was Miss America. And I can't.
No kidding,
I'm trying to
he
think
really
of her,
wasn't that good looking
no,
a
but
guy.
she was on the show, and she was beautiful. She was
Really?
on the
No
show
kidding.
with him, and I'm trying to think of her name, and it's just not coming to me. But, yeah, she was Miss America, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah, or maybe she didn't win, but she was really close. But I think she actually won. But she was beautiful and sweet. I mean, just a sweet person, and that's what I'm picking up from these girls here. They are, as you say, beautiful on the inside.
They are, and just I can't tell you how sweet these two girls are. They are just, I mean, you'll see Cymbre on pageant day with a 2-year-old hugging her, teaching her how to walk, teaching her how to smile. You'll see Alyson over there with some of her best pageant girlfriends,
Teaching
and
them how to sing that song.
Well, it's more about Instagram. You know, hey, we need to put our beautiful pictures on Instagram. We're so cute, and
I'm always posting.
yeah. But it's just their bond and how sweet they are to one another. I never see the cattiness, never. And
That's wonderful.
It just makes me feel so good inside.
I know you're proud.
And we are proud.
And Cymbre, since you've done it so long, is there friendships that you've developed with this that have gone on for years and years?
Oh, yes. I met one girl who is in pageants, too, and we've been friends since we were 4 years old, and we hung out last weekend, and we're still so close. She's
And
still
how
one
old
of my
are you
best
now?
friends. 16.
16.
So
That
friendships last a lifetime.
His daughter's name is Lynn.
Lynn.
Born October 5th, 1942.
Yeah, she. I can't remember her. I don't remember the last name, but she was a beautiful, beautiful girl. But yeah, this just, I mean, I love this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
If I would have had a little girl, I would have dressed her up and had her in pageants, but my son would not put on a dress for anything.
Oh, good for him. I bet his dad wouldn't let him either, would he?
No, I'm sure he wouldn't.
Well, and also with Starz, we want people to know with our system, you don't have to go out and spend $400, $500, $600, $700 for a dress. And, you know, a lot of these kids find stuff in their dress-up boxes or in their closet and put together their outfit of choice from what they have at home. You know, an apron, and they put their name, have somebody monogram their name on it. And we did a futuristic pageant, and literally we had little 6-year-olds going to their dress-up box and getting their pink wigs out, you know, and putting on their pink wigs. And like Miss Atlanta Motor Speedway this weekend, I mean, we're so excited about it. The girls can just wear, you know, come be creative. What would you wear to the racetrack on race day? You know, is it going to be shorts and your boots and a T-shirt? Don't spend a lot of money. You know, come and have fun and enjoy it. Don't you know, go broke doing it.
So, what is your outfit of choice for this weekend?
Hey, that's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret.
You can't tell that on public radio. I'm telling you.
I got you.
Yeah, you know, you can't reveal the outfit until pageant day.
So you're going to have to. Okay, we'll have to be friends on Instagram or Facebook or something so y'all can send me pictures.
You want to know the truth? We don't have my outfit yet.
That means it's going to be a really good one if it's allowed. Oh, yours is being altered?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's too big for me right now.
But, you know, we can think about Motor Speedway, red flag, checkered flag.
I know you guys have mentioned, because I just heard the dress talk and the stuff. What does it cost to enter pageants on an average?
Depending on the pageant, it will run anywhere, if it's a local pageant, anywhere from, you know, $65 to $120. If it's a state pageant, you're talking a lot more money. If it's a national pageant, you're talking a lot more money from there. So Starz actually will be hosting our very first state pageant this year coming up in March, and we are super excited about it.
March of 2015, right?
Yeah, March. It's going to be called Starz and Company. It's going to be...
and county titles are going fast.
Right. You purchase your county title, and that buys your spot. That gets your spot into the pageant.
And that's only $25. That'll hold
to hold it.
To hold your spot.
To hold your title.
Right.
$25 to hold your title. So Cymbre will probably do Miss Fayette County. And let's see, you're going to be Henry County?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Alyson's going to be Miss Henry County. But there'll be a little Miss Henry County. There'll be a little Miss DeKalb County. A little Miss, trying to think of some of the counties.
County,
Meriwether.
Spalding.
Any counties out there. You know, each group is, we have tiny, little, petite, preteen, teen, Miss.
So there are a lot of divisions.
A lot of
and
divisions.
it's an all-day or maybe a 2-day thing.
This actually, the state pageant will be a 2-day thing, and it'll be held at the airport, one of that big hotels up at the airport. And it'll have everything from spokesmodel competition to swimsuit to portfolio, where they go and make their have a picture portfolio done. There'll be hair. There'll be titles for the best hair. There'll be titles for what are some of the titles, girls? Personality.
Prettiest eyes, smile.
Right. Those are all optional awards. And there'll be tons of stuff, tons of prizes, tons of gifts. We're going to be, we're going to be giving it all. We're going to be putting it all out there for that one.
Wow. And you're also, now I watched this on TV, Kim of Queens. I don't know how many people know who Kim is, but she starts out each show talking about what an ugly duckling she was. And she shows a picture of a little girl that's just, I didn't consider her to be an ugly duckling, but then she shows her picture in a pageant, and she's a beautiful lady in that pageant. And so now she is, I guess she's a coach. She's
a pageant coach. She is.
Coach.
And probably one of the most inspirational women in the pageant industry. She really, really strives for girls to find their inner self, to be their inner beauty, and that you can do anything you put your heart to. We hosted a pageant for her, and so Starz Pageants will be coming up on their fall season, which starts in September on the Kim of Queens. Will be featured this season on Kim of Queens.
Well, I'll have to mark it so that I can record it and not miss anything, so I can see some of you girls.
Yeah,
are you on there? All right.
Both of these girls are going to be on there.
They are.
Right, absolutely. And they're Ainsley Busby, who was featured her whole first season, Kim McQueen's whole first season, will be at the Motor Speedway pageant this weekend, signing autographs and crowning girls. So it's
now, is she the one that was the race car driver?
No, she actually, that's Jessica, and she actually couldn't make it. She's trying to get over there to sign autographs, and we still haven't got a confirmation on that, but she has a race that day.
Oh, okay, because I remember I watched that episode.
Right. No, Ainsley was a pretty regular on there. So a lot of the girls in the pageant world who follow Kim McQueen know Ainsley really well, and she's a great role model and inspiration to these girls. And so she'll be there signing autographs this Saturday and, crowning the new Miss Motor Speedway.
Wow.
And we still have tons of spots open. Registration is still open. They can find all that information on our website. So
what time is it?
The pageant will start at 11 o'clock, and it will run, starting at 11 will be the younger girls, the babies, and then the older girls will start around 2. So, and the schedule and all that's out there on our website. And these girls actually will be at the 92.5 Bear the Tent on race weekend.
All right.
So I'm not sure who's working the tent that day.
I'm sure Cadillac will be out there for most of that, I think.
So they'll get to hang out with him. He'll get to hang out with some really beautiful girls that day.
Well,
sure he will not complain.
Yeah, he will enjoy that.
And we're going to have them all out there. So we really encourage people, if you want to, hang out at the tent and wear your crown and sash and represent your title, we really encourage people to come out this weekend.
He even has a little girl that he ought to hook up.
Well, you know what? I would think once he meets you, he may get her involved
she is
very
a beauty.
quick. She is, and he loves photography, and I cannot imagine him not wanting his daughter to kind of get in this pageant deal.
And she seems to have a little personality too.
She's only a year old.
She's like 19 months old, I think.
Yeah, she's not quite 2.
And I don't think there's a bad age to start them at because it's just so many opportunities.
As long as it's handled the right way, it's there's nothing but positives that comes out of this.
Absolutely nothing.
As far as I'm concerned.
Alyson, you've been in this for a year now. Do you feel like it's made a positive difference in your life?
It has, because if I hadn't started doing pageants, then I wouldn't have the confidence to go out and do half the stuff I've been doing. I wouldn't have the confidence to stand up in front of people and talk, even in class.
I was about to ask that, what kind of impact it's had on your school and education and stuff.
I used to be really shy, and now I'm I talk about whatever, whenever. Right,
that's cool. That's an awesome thing, and you've got that directly from the pageant stuff.
Because I've had to answer on-stage questions, and I just did my first interview with Starz. So that's brought out my confidence a lot in the past year.
Cool.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Miss Woodbury pageant.
Yeah, and we've got about 3 minutes because we're up against the break.
Well, I'll rush this one real quick.
Okay.
The Miss Woodbury pageant is coming up September 27th.
And it has nothing to do with Woodbury, Georgia.
It has nothing to do with Woodbury, Georgia, and everything to do with zombies.
There you go.
This one, I think Miss Tiffany caved and said, okay, Michelle, we can do a zombie pageant because I am a zombie fanatic. I mean, I live in Sonoy. Who's not a zombie fanatic, right?
Everybody.
So I love it. I watch Walking Dead constantly, so I said we're going to do a Woodbury pageant. And the girls, actually, so much fun, are after they've done all their beauty competition and their outfit of choice and their talent and all that stuff, we're going to have some makeup artists there that are going to dress them up like zombies.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to compete for the best zombie. And so, and then we're actually going to crown them as zombies.
Miss Zombie.
Miss Zombie. So, but the title's going to be Miss Woodbury. And they're going to have their crowns and sashes on and be zombies. And, I was talking to Joe, and he was like, oh, we got to have some of those girls like zombie brides and zombie queens out at the 92.5 Bear the Tent, So we're excited. It's going to be a really fun pageant. And if anybody is a zombie fan, and I can't imagine you live
anywhere around here, you're all zombie fans. Yeah,
it's a great pageant, and that's I think we're a great pageant system for first timers. Great, we're there to help, and that's what Tiffany and I really, strive for. We want our customers to know that come to us, we can help, and make it a great experience for them.
Well, just meeting all you guys tonight, I can't imagine that it would be anything but a positive experience to be involved with you.
Yep, it's been awesome having you guys on.
It has been. Tell us your website one more time.
The website is www.Starz Pageants, and that's Starz with a Z, STARZ Pageants. And we'd love to see you out at the Miss Speedway pageant this weekend, and they're still opening, but please give us a call, 770-676-1703.
That's right.
Very good. Michele, Cymbre, Alyson, again, thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
And
Thank
best
you,
of luck to
Uncle Rich.
both of you for
Dan.
for much success in your pageant career.
Thank
you.
you.
That's
Awesome.
right.
guys.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We will get back. We've got to check your Coweta County headlines. That's coming up next. 92.5 The Bear.
Race Week is almost here. One of this year's prime events is the Starz Miss Motor Speedway pageant, presented by Middle Georgia's premier pageant system, Starz Pageants. The pageant will be held at the Wadsworth Auditorium in downtown Noonan on August 16th. The pageant will be divided into 9 divisions with participants from newborn to age 21. And listen to this. Ansley Busby from season 1 of the hit reality show Kim of Queens will be there to crown the winners. If your daughter has watched TV and said, "I wish I could do that," this would be an ideal first pageant experience for her. Find out more about Starz Pageants and the Starz Miss Motor Speedway pageant by going to their webpage, starzpageants.com. That's Starz with a Z pageant. Or contact Tiffany or Michelle at 770-676-1703. That's 770-676-1703. Let Starz Pageants help make your little princess's dreams come true. She could be Starz Miss Motor Speedway.